Hello, my name is Matthew Alvarez, and I am currently a fourth year psychology major here at UC Merced under the School of Social Science, Humanities, and Arts. I would like to be considered for the opportunity to speak as the student speaker for commencement, not solely due to my academic accomplishments, which put me at the top 2% of all students in Shaw, but more so due to the long-standing relationships and leadership roles that I have fulfilled in my time here at UC Merced. When I first got here, I began taking upon leadership roles through the student clubs, student organizations, initially with the Young Artist Movement as their health promotion officer, as well as becoming the community liaison for the psychology club and briefly holding the title of presidency before I had to resign due to time conflicts. But beyond that, I have also done extensive work with the faculty, at least in the psychology department, regarding the research that they have conducted. Initially working with Dr. Alexander Kislavsky and Dr. Altman under the NCPC, the Nicotine Cannabis Policy Center, and then continuing my work with Dr. Matthew Zawadsky in the Health and Stress Lab. I began research when I was a freshman in the spring of 2021 and have continued to do work in research for the university to this day. But again, even those things aren't the things that define why I want to do this. I truly want the opportunity to speak to not only congratulate my peers, but also uplift them and share a positive message that they can carry with them as they move forward into their futures in respective fields. In terms of, in terms of what I am most proud of, in terms of achievements at UC Merced, I'm proud of the work that I've done academically, but the accomplishment I'm most proud of is being able to have built a community from scratch. When I came to this campus, knowing no one and no one knowing me, but through my respect and kindness that I lead with, I was able to find those along the way and create a family and a home and a community, both through faculty, staff, my own peers, but just about any role that I fulfilled, it was those spaces that I used to create a community. And so I think that is the accomplishment I'm most proud of. But for the main event, I will now continue with the speech itself. So here we go. Good morning, members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Munoz, faculty, staff, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. I'd like to begin today's speech by just taking a moment to acknowledge this momentous occasion and congratulating each and every one of you. I cannot express how proud I am to be standing with you all, and what it means for us to have achieved this marker of our hard work and dedication in spite of life's challenges. I want to acknowledge that for many of us here today, we may be the first in our families to go to college, leaving our hometowns in search of a new beginning and changing the legacy of our families forever. Take stock in this moment, for we have earned it. As the former class of 2020, and now the graduating class of 2024, we began our path to higher education in the midst of a global pandemic, with an entire year of our college experience completely robbed through what can best be described as Zoom college. We had to persevere through the difficult and unprecedented times, surviving the PAV food, and navigating the challenges that lay before us. But here we stand, resilient to the ever-changing seasons of our lives. In the spirit of celebration and commencement, I'd like to take this moment to share a simple piece of advice with you today. Since childhood, my father's guiding words in raising me have always been to leave people, places, and things better than how we found them. This advice has been the guiding light to how I treat others in foster community. So, as we set forward into the future of our respective fields, I implore each and every one of you to share this mindset with me and all those who cross your path. Let us work together to shape the future communities of our lives by leaving people, places, and things better than how we found them. For each and every one of us carries the potential to change the world, and each and every one of us has a unique perspective and impact that is manifested in the ways that we cannot begin to quantify or imagine. Remember your gift. Remember the light that you carry. And remember the lights that shine to brighten the communities around us. Oftentimes, we can be made to feel as if we are alone in the grand scale of the cosmos, with the world indifferent and uncaring to our existence, with no real sense of meaning or fulfillment. But I want to remind you all that when we fall, it is the stretched out hands of community that help to pick us back up. For I have tasted the bitterness of resentment, and I have felt the weight of worthlessness, and I have seen the destructive impact that we can impose on one another. And yet, I have also tasted the sweetness of love. I have felt the power in purpose, and I have seen the reconstruction that kindness brings. Therefore, let me remind you that it is through community that we can implement how we would like to be to ourselves and others. So, remember your role in your community and how you can work to leave this life better than how you found it. Thank you for your time and consideration.